Yeah, man. Happy Sunday to y'all. Welcome to Substantial Sundays. I'm Substantial. That's my amazing daughter, my oldest daughter, Serenity, in the background. And thank y'all for tuning in, man. I'm going to get some background music playing just so I can go ahead and take care of this other stuff. Peace. What's going on, Christopher? All right, Mo. Peace to you, man. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to do a couple things. I got to make sure joints. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Make sure some stuff is running smooth over here, and I'm gonna go over my agenda real quick just to make sure I cover everything. But in the meantime, man, make sure y'all say peace. Say peace. Let me know where you tuning in from, and most important thing, share the link so other people can join us. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. To those of you who used to watch when we were doing this on Facebook, man, I appreciate y'all for following over here. I know a lot of people don't like switching up and stuff, but I had to do what we had to do, you know. Hey, peace, Andrew. What's going on, Lone Crew? Good to see you up in here. All right, so I'm gonna load up some things over on this screen just to make sure I got some stuff readily available. You know, I got my little computer situated over here. Let's see, tuned in from Houston. That's what's up. All right, peace to you and your queen. All right, NC up in here, you know what I mean? That's what's up, man. Good to see y'all tuning in. We're going to cover a couple things. I'm going to try to keep it a little brief tonight just because the little one got crashed in a bit, but I know she wanted to join me. All right, Queen's up in here. That's what's up. And why? You know what I mean? And sorry about the camera, man. It's the little auto zoom joint. It's going to go in and out from time to time, especially when I turn my head. All right? So, first things first, song playing in the background, man. If you're not hip, you're not familiar, this song right here is called Effortless. It's one of two singles are already released from the upcoming instrumental album called The Garden. All right, I got some big news related to The Garden that I'm gonna drop in a few minutes, and we're gonna cover a couple things, man. We're gonna talk about The Garden, upcoming plans for the year, like some things that's in the works. We're going to talk about this big news related to this video game that I'm a part of. My daughter's super excited about, as you can see. And we're going to talk about, what else? See if I'm missing anything. Oh, and I'm going to play the song live for y'all, let you hear the song from the video game. All right? So, yeah, man. And so, if you haven't already subscribed to, hey, RBI, peace, brother. I got music I got to send you, man. Good to see you up in here, man. Thanks for tuning in, bro. But yeah, let me go over here, update there, boom, boom, boom. I'll make mention of that again. Cool, we got that. This was from the last joint. I gotta delete some of those out of there. Bang, bang. All right. And yeah, Q&A. Got it. And I got the song info. Bang, bang. All right, cool. Beep, 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 beep. Cool. So yeah, again, if you got questions, as I mentioned before, I do a live Q&A every time I do this. So if y'all got questions, just throw them in there any minute, and we'll get it going. All right, that's what's up. Thank you, Christopher. That's like a lot of people know that if you've ever heard me talk about Nujabes, I make mention that that's one of my favorite songs that I did with him, actually. So it's a little known fact. All right. Yes. Oh, what happened? Huh? Oh, you want me to do what? Oh, you want? Oh, my daughter told me to show y'all that.
No, but turn it around, Dad.
Right, little card on the joint, and then it's Wakanda forever. Bong bong. All right. Love to hear any news stuff from you. Really looking forward to the new album dropping. Thank you. All right. I saw the comment about Nujabes as well. Yeah, I'm gonna bring up the live chat on my screen here just in case stuff fades away. Up here, man, and I miss it beforehand. So give me 1 second for this to load, and we're gonna keep it going. All right. So first things first. So album update. Yeah. So the album is done. Like I spent the last I want to say the last 4 to 5 days mastering the record. So it's all done. I finished mastering it. It sounds really, really good, man, and I'm really, really thrilled to be sharing it with you guys. So I appreciate your patience. Real quick question. Somebody said Tupac or Biggie. I got a lot of respect and love for Pac, but I'm a Biggie fan. I'm more of a Biggie fan than I am a Pac fan. All right.
Same.
My daughter said same. But I do like my favorite Tupac album. Me Against the World is my favorite Tupac album. For those who don't know, but Biggie. Biggie was a little more lyrical, you know what I mean? So I just enjoyed Biggie stuff a little more. I could relate to a lot of what Pac was talking about, but I was more of a Biggie fan because he was a little more lyrical for me. All right, let me go through a couple questions and I'm gonna get back to what I was saying. When is your album? When is your collab with Uzi Vert and Yachty dropping? Oh, those joints, I postponed those. We gotta get the paper right. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get my money right. They can't be talking about money. You know what I'm saying? Bragging about how paid they are and then not pay for the collab. That's just ridiculous. So, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna be waiting until they get the bread right, you know. So that's where we are with the Uzi and the Uzi Vert and Yachty collabs. You're gonna have to wait. It said, peace, Stan, my first substantial Sundays. That's what's up, man. Glad to see you up in here. Usually on IG. Big ups for bringing this over to YouTube. Yeah, man. So the reason why I brought it over to YouTube, there was some technical issues the last 2 times I did it on Facebook. And it was just really frustrating, man. You know, and the other issue with it, you know, I definitely have been kind of neglecting the YouTube channel some. So I wanted to bring something over here to show it a little more love and stuff and keep it going, man. You know, Tribe is where it's at anyway. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a huge Tribe fan. What artists outside of your genre are your biggest inspirations? I'm a huge Stevie Wonder fan, like huge Stevie Wonder fan. I remember being on tour with Nujabes back in like 2001, and Jen asked me what I was listening to, and I had like this was back when mini discs were still a thing, right? I had a mini disc that was like maybe 4 or 5 hours long, and it was literally filled with Stevie Wonder. Like Stevie Wonder is one of those artists that like it just never gets old to me. Like it's just amazing. You know, the Intervisions album, man, like that dude, yeah, Stevie, dude, like it needs no explanation. Like Stevie passed away, I'll probably take off work. Like it's like that real. Like I was a huge Prince fan as well. He's another person. Like both of them are like just kind of huge. Yeah, my daughter's a huge Prince fan. Yeah, man, like Prince was another one. Like when, like literally, I had to take a moment to step out of my, like I was working at this school. And I had to step out of the job just to kind of pull myself together when Prince passed away. You know what I mean? Because like he's one of my favorite artists. Like him, Stevie, like definitely 2 of my favorites, man. Like I could listen to their stuff forever. Yeah, I could keep going with that, but we'll be on that subject for a minute. So yeah. So updates. All right. So hold on the questions for a second. We're going to focus on the album real quick so I can give y'all some updates. So I'm going to start with the bad news. Okay, so first with the bad news. So,
bad news.
Well, no. We'll do good news, bad news, good news. Fair enough? Okay, so, right. So my daughter's cool with that. So look, all right, so the good news is this. So I finished mastering the project this past weekend. So that's all done. There's some last minute changes that have to be done with the artwork, and then everything will be submitted by close of business either tomorrow or first thing in the morning Tuesday, based on like if they accept everything I turn in. So yeah, so that's where we are. So that's major good news with the album. The bad news is that I'm behind schedule. All right, which means that I'm gonna have to push the release date back by a couple weeks. It's not gonna be more than a month. It's probably like 3 weeks. I gotta push the release date back. So I am super sorry, especially to those of you who already pre-ordered the album. I gotta go in and make sure I change the release date for everything. But I promise you, you will not be disappointed, man. Like this record, yeah, man, this record is like I'm really proud of how everything came out with the new album, man. Like it's just yeah, it's like I don't know where to start really to you know, to kind of explain everything to you, but I'm gonna give you a sample tonight. I'm gonna play like at least 1 or 2 other joints from the project so you can kind of get a glimpse, and I'll explain further what the holdup was. All right. Someone said, I've been listening to you for 8+ years, and I have no idea, I have no idea how you and Nujabes connected, If you feel comfortable, I'd love to know how you link. But if you don't, it's all good. Can't wait for the new music. All right. So look. So the short version of the story is this: we connected through a mutual friend or associate, I should say, on his end. So basically, my old college friend, my man Tomos, who used to go by Sphere of Influence. There's a whole video where they break this down, so I'm gonna give you the short version, and then you can check through my videos. There's a video that says, why is Substantial so big in Japan, or something like that, which was the literal question someone asked, and I tell this exact story. So anyway, he was working for Nujabes at his record store. Nujabes asked him if he knew of any dope rappers in New York at the time, which was where I was living for college, and basically he linked me with Nujabes. And that's how we ended up doing music together. So that's how all. So do me a favor, talk to mommy real quick. Ask her to text Baba Sherm to let him know that I'm doing the live right now.
Oh, okay.
All right. That's why I take his call. My bad, y'all. I got my homeboy has called me multiple times. It must be important. I'm just trying to give him heads up so he know I ain't just like not tuning in. I mean, not answering his call. This is the homie. Like we got. Like mad years between us, man. It's my dude. He was actually on one of the live feeds I did a couple weeks back. All right, so hey, peace. What's going on, y'all? So look, let's get into. So like I said, I had more good news, right, related to the album. Close it all the way. Thank you. So more good news related to the album. So sometime this week, I'm gonna post the full track list so you can see it with all the features. But as of right now, one of the major features that's on the album, Uyama Hiroto, has been confirmed. He's on the album. For those of you who don't know, there is a link to pre-order the album in the description. So as of right now, tentative release date is I want to say like the third. It's going to be the third Friday in May. That's when the album's dropping now. So it's 1, 2, 3 weeks behind when it was supposed to drop. So still pretty close, and it's gonna be a little closer to when the vinyl finally starts to be shipped out and stuff. All right. So yeah. So again, Uyama Hiroto is confirmed for the album. He's on it. He's also joined by the homie Marcus D. Him and his bassist Gerson, they're actually on a track as well. Album also features the very talented Malcolm Jackson. For those of you who haven't heard the new single, I need y'all to check that out. The song's called Effortless. It's available across all streaming platforms, so you can check that out. Album also features Steph the Sapphic songstress, who now goes by Stephanie Gale. She's on the song with Uyama Hiroto. She destroys it. Sounds amazing. She's on a song called Beyond the Stage. All right, so that's really dope. And then who am I missing? Oh, yes. This is a great time to transition where we're going to talk about the stuff my daughter... Yeah, exactly. See, my daughter is on it right now.
Do it.
All right? That's what's up. Hey, man, good looking, RBI. All right, so the last feature that I was going to mention is my man Mason Lieberman. My bad, I said his last name wrong. So my man Mason Lieberman, who's an extremely talented composer. He's a cellist, also a guitarist. He destroyed it. Like, he plays on the record. He plays cello and guitar on one of the songs on the album. It sounds really, really dope. My daughter was literally just humming the song a few minutes ago. And so yeah, that's, it's dope. So yeah, so he plays on the record. So tonight, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a sample of that particular song. And then I'm going to transition into this other song we did and tell you about this major project that I got going on with him.
Okay,
she's super excited. Right, she's super excited about it. All right, so here is a sample. The song is called Stroll With Me and features Mason Lieberman and is produced by yours truly. Also features some Rhodes and some additional keys from my good friend Definition. Definition is the guy that produced My Favorite Things. All right, so here we go. Play the sample for you, and we get into it. Go like this. I feel like we got to stop that again because y'all ain't hear the very intro. Here we go. Here we go. Jazz, baby, jazz. Shout out to Malcolm Jackson, also featured on the album. Thank you, Juan. Average Joe looking. We'll fade it out before the switch up though. But we just doing snippets right now, you know what I'm saying? Strictly snippets. Strictly snippets. Yeah, man. So that is one of the many tracks on the project. The album has a lot of jazz influence, a little bit of soul influence, and just, man, really was just striving to make like really, really good music. Hey, Sharon, peace to you, man. Sorry, man. I was like, you know, I was in the middle of this. That's the only reason why I didn't take your call, brother. But I'll hit you back soon as this is over. All right. I know. It's cruddy. So look, y'all are here for music and music updates mostly. So I'm gonna get into something else. So check it. So my daughter is super excited because
Yeah, take it.
yeah, she wants to tell you about you want to tell them about it?
Okay.
All right, so my daughter's gonna tell you about it, and I'm gonna be sure to kind of fill in the blanks. So anything she misses, I'll jump in and let you know. Huh?
Would you just go to the Kickstarter?
Just go to the Kickstarter thing. Okay,
So
they can't see it just yet.
I
give them the link.
I know.
She's excited. All right, go ahead. Tell them about it.
So there's this cool game called Renee.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a Kickstarter campaign for Renee, a game about overcoming failure as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to there was a campaign for it, and like the scores were going up to 5,000, which was mostly
By scores, she means the amount of money that people have contributed.
Yeah,
right.
You know.
But to her, it's all a game. You know what I'm saying? It's all a game.
Dad!
Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
So, but there were other things. So, like, if they go over, like, to $8,000,
Mm-hmm.
it would go on the Switch. If it goes even more, you could add new characters, other stuff. And by I mean Switch, I mean the Nintendo Switch.
Mm-hmm.
For players like that love Nintendo stuff.
Right.
Which is yours truly.
Yeah, we're a Nintendo household. Yeah, man.
My mom, not really.
Not so much, but
Not
yeah,
so much.
you know.
Not of a fighting person.
Right. So check it out, right? So basically, for those who don't know, there's a video game called Renee, which is currently in development right now. You click on that link. It's a Kickstarter link. They currently have a campaign that just started running about 4 days ago and has literally already been funded. Yeah, it's been funded already. Like the goal was to raise $5,000. They already raised over $8,000. So it's on its way to
next week it's going to be like 9,000 or maybe 10,000.
Yeah, so it's killing right now. And so you can already play the demo of this video game online. But the reason why I'm telling you about all of this, is because the game actually features some original music which was composed by Mason Lieberman, the guy who was just playing on the track that I played. But he also reached out to me and asked me to remix one of his
the songs on Renee.
Yeah, exactly. So he gave me a song from the soundtrack and asked me to take that and then flip a beat out of it. And so because he heard some of the stuff I was working on for the instrumental album, and then asked me to basically produce it and then also rap on it. And so right now what I'm about to do is play you a sample of that so you can hear it. So I'm going to answer this question real quick. Will you be releasing an instrumental version of your album? Love this. So that's the thing. So for those of you who don't know, this new album that I'm dropping is an instrumental album. Like it's literally 13 tracks. 12 of the tracks are literally just straight instrumentals. And only one of the tracks has me rapping on it. And that's the song Beyond the Stage. And so there's an instrumental version of it early in the album.
Real version.
Right, and then there's the actual song that comes on toward the end. So yeah, so this is an instrumental album, and it's literally completely produced by me. Features a couple other people contributing to the project, as I mentioned. Uyama Hiroto, Marcus D, my homegirl Steph, Mason Lieberman, my man Malcolm Jackson, all featured on the project, destroying a whole lot of, just killing the live instrumentation all through the record. So on that note, I'm gonna stop talking so much and play you this song that's featured in this video game, Rename, which I just provided you for the link for, with the link for it. And yeah, here we go.
What's the song called? The
song is called, well, the song I sampled, which was from the original soundtrack, is called East West Mountain. Now, basically, and technically I didn't sample it. What they did was they sent me the entire, they sent me all of the stem files. So it was like almost 30 files for this, because it was literally all live instrumentation, violin, cello, guitar, live drums, all of that. And then I took all of those parts and I created something new. Yeah, and so let's play you a sample, shall we? Hold on one second. All right. Oh, un momento, por favor. Yeah, volume helps, right?
Yes. Oh, let's restart.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, here we go. New music song. The actual song that I sampled is called East West Mountain, Act 1, but this is Act 2, One Way or Another, featuring yours truly, produced by yours truly, with my man DJ A-Rock on the cut. Oh, hold up. We gotta do that. We gotta do it. We gotta do it again. We gotta do it again.
No.
We gotta do it again.
That's
we can't have all the little interruptions, right? We gotta do it again. So
no more interruptions.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull it up from a different location. Hold up.
Okay.
One second, because you know we can't have that. Listen to it multiple times on SoundCloud. Good job, good man.
And we're on it right now.
So RBI asked if there's gonna be vinyl of this album. So newsflash, the vinyl
is sold out.
The vinyl sold out. Like the vinyl literally got pre-ordered so many times it's completely out of stock. RBI, I might have like 1 or 2 promo copies and stuff. If I come through the station or whatever, like if I don't have a piece of vinyl for you, bare minimum, you know, I'll hit you with something. But I might be able to hold one for you. I might be able to do that. I can't make no promises just yet, but because you the man and we got so much history, bro, I'm gonna see what I can do for you. All right. But here go the song. Let's try that again.
All the way to the top.
Yeah, because I just realized the version I got saved in the email ain't got the cuts. Yeah, I might just have to play the version without the cuts right now. We'll just do that. How about that? You know what I'm saying? And then y'all can go to SoundCloud. I'll give you a SoundCloud link and we'll do that. Someone said they on Scour Discogs. So look, so there is some good news. Even though you can no longer pre-order the vinyl, the second the physicals are pressed and they go out, 2 record stores actually ordered a decent amount of copies from me, but they're both in Germany. So it's gonna be cheaper for those of you who are in Europe or whatever. Y'all will still be able to get it for a decent price, but the rest of the world, you know what I mean, like, yeah, y'all gonna have to drop a little bread to get it shipped to you. You know what I mean? But so there will be pieces of vinyl available or whatever, but you're no longer going to be able to purchase it directly from me, because all the copies that I ordered so I could distribute it to the hardcore fans who follow me on Bandcamp, those are all gone. All right. So, but there will be some copies out there. All right. And so sucks in advance for those of you who gonna have to pay like probably twice as much on Discogs from people who got it early. You know how that go. All right. So let's look up the song real quick. One Way or Another.
And I can believe it's actually gonna be on the Switch though.
Yeah. That's yeah, it's great news.
Yeah, because after what I've seen on those trailers, some of them are bad reviews, but still, I still want it. Even if her name was still not on it, I would still get the Switch.
Right, you know, she liked the game. You can
already. Like Nintendo.
She likes Nintendo. She likes the game. She likes the song. So here we go. Here's the song. This is minus the cuts though.
Yes. Thank God.
All right. This time uninterrupted. My apologies on the delay. Those strings you're hearing are live. I'm gonna hit you with the SoundCloud link so y'all can check the song out.
Go get it. Victory's where I'm headed. When I fail, I'm like, forget it. I ain't really wanna while sweat it. get it, yeah, I said it. Now let me stop lying, I'm desperate. Charge my memory bank or debit. Any way you like, just give me my credit. Bet it, I ain't here for a second or to debate my motives or methods. Shut up and point me in the direction of the path to the top and watch me wreck it. Flex extended, cut no edits. Lord, please guide my weapon. Dragon Slayer genetics. Get the word out, go get it. Get it. One day I'll be acting one way. Then again, on some days I'm righteous as Sundays. That's when y'all complain I'm too deserved and mundane. So I go hard, but that's when y'all don't want pain. Ready or not. Some days I wanna run away, but there's no other way. But when I come to play again, so I'm gonna do what I got, even if I lose I ride. Play hard, play on, play
Thank
smart.
you, family. I appreciate it.
No loop but old school finish. Been a minute and I thought I was finished. New day, new life, feeling so replenished. Winning, get it. This here's no drill, no scrimmage. Strictly for the chill, not skittish. Lando cool with a b-boy image. Feel it. Giving it all I got, like Kenny Burke, keep on rising to the top with it. Ain't give him something to talk about. Step up in the room and the enemy walking out. Hit it, done it, took a selfie. T-shirt cop, what can you tell me? Pin game strong, people must have felt me. Sing along now, everybody help me. One day I'll be acting one way.
Thank y'all, man.
Some righteous as Sundays. That's when y'all complain I'm too deserved and mundane. So I go hard, but that's when y'all don't want pain. Ready or not. Some days I wanna run away, but there's no other way. But when I come to play again, so I'm gonna do what I got, even if I lose I ride. Play hard, play on, play smart. Nothing in the world that stop you.
So all the drum programming, that's me, like rearranging everything, like taking the different elements that they gave me, the different stems, taking certain elements they had real low in the beat and then pulling it up, but I kept the piano solo because the drum was dirty. I got you on the site start question in a second. Wait for it. Yeah, man. So that's that right there. All right. My daughter loves that song. She told me, what was it, like a week or so ago when I first finished the rough version of the song. She's like, Daddy, I think that might be my favorite song you did. I was like,
single tear.
Yeah, man. You know
But in a happy version.
Yeah, man. It hit me in the heart. Hit me in the heart.
In a good way, though.
In a good way, you know?
Not in the bad way.
Yeah. So thank you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's no.
I love you, Daddy.
Love you too. So yeah, man. So song came out great. You know, we're excited about it. The campaign's killing right now. The goal, like I said, was to raise $5,000. They already raised $8,400 plus. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, it's creeping on $8,500. Right? $479. 245 backers so far. And it's literally 25 days left. Crazy, man.
How did they hit that so quick?
I mean, so part of what happened too is they're right now they're at PAX East promoting the game. Well, PAX East I think just ended, and so they've been promoting all weekend, and it's been getting rave reviews, and people are excited to play the video game. Don't play it right now.
Aww.
Yeah, because they can. That's why I gave them the link so they can watch it and see it crisp and clear. All right. So yeah. Right, yeah, man. Yeah, dude he destroyed the piano. So someone asked me a question about Sightstar, all right? And basically if we're going to have new songs together. So great news, yes we are. So a couple of things are happening. So right now, Funky DL is close to finishing his new record. And it sounds amazing. Like I haven't even heard everything. I just heard the one track that I'm on with Sightstar. So me, Funky DL, and Sightstar got a really dope song together on the record called Trinity, and it sounds amazing.
That sounds like Destiny and
I know.
Randy mixed together.
I know. So yeah, so we did that new song. That's going to be on his album. That album drops in June, so you can look out for that. Also, me, Sightstar, and DL did a song recently with the homie Marcus D. Marcus D produced the track for us because us four are talking about doing like at least an EP. So we already knocked out the first song. We're in the process of trying to write more songs, and we're going to do an actual project together. Some of you who've already been watching Substantial Sundays on Facebook when I was doing it already know that that's been in the works, and I've actually played samples of that particular track. So exciting times, man. A lot of new music coming on. I did want to say something to y'all, right? So shout out to those of you who try to keep up with the things I got going on, especially those of you who don't rely on like these websites and stuff that post about music to find out what's going on with me. Because if you rely on them, you're not going to hear much, and it's going to create the illusion that I'm not up to anything. I don't really go out of my way to try to get a whole bunch of press from these different folks. Like, I'm at a point in my career where a lot of my fans kind of know where to get stuff from me. They come directly to me. This is what I gotta deal with. See, this is what I deal with. I let her stay up past her bedtime, and then she makes fun of me. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? See what I gotta deal with? See, that's a Baba Sherm. The one said the Baba. Yeah, so that's Baba Sherm. He said it's Serenity Sundays now. See what I gotta deal with? But seriously, you gotta get ready for bed, all right, kiddo? Yeah, I know. So you can say peace to everybody.
All right, guys. I'll see you on the next Substantial Sundays, aka mine.
Right, Serenity Sundays.
I'm looking for all the Stranger Things fans.
Oh yeah, my daughter's like a super Stranger Things fan.
And it's not even age appropriate for me. That's why I have to watch it with him.
Right. I'll see you later. Peace. All right. So look.
Peace.
So what I wanted to give you heads up about, right? So there was a comment, I think, not a comment, but shout out to Rhapsody. Rhapsody posted, she was congratulating Cardi B on her new project and stuff. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that, man. She is a good daughter, man. She's a great daughter. But yeah, so Rhapsody was congratulating Cardi B on her new project and showing her love. And so basically some of her fans, you know, agreed with what she said about Cardi. And then other fans that she had basically wasn't feeling what she had to say. And so Ninth Wonder came in and had a whole lot to say on the issue. And what he said was, he basically was saying that, you know, he wished that people, like the same people who would write these long negative things about how they hate certain artists and how bad these artists are and what they represent, blah, blah, blah. He wished those same people would spend their time writing these long things about like how they feel about the artists they feel like they really like. So basically saying that if more people did that instead of spending time and wasting their breath complaining about who they like, literally we could change the world. We change the conversation. One of the things I remember early in my career, especially when YouTube started becoming a thing, absolutely positivity, right? And so when YouTube was like, you know, this is years ago when I first started posting stuff on there, one of the things that used to bother me, man, was just like, I would read through the comments, and it's not so much that people had negative comments about me. It was just like they see the video, they see how many views the video had, and then they say stuff like, man, it's a shame this only got blah, blah, blah views, and people like Lil Wayne got boom, 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 or people like whoever was hot at the moment who they didn't like, and literally would start this whole conversation about a person they didn't like on the artist who they like's page. So again, this person who needs no additional promo because they got $1 million budgets backing what they do, they don't need any additional promo. But here you are, you claim to hate them so much, but you spend most of your days talking about the people you hate. You sometimes spend more time talking about the people you hate than the ones you like or love. You know what I mean? And it defeats the whole purpose. And you literally become part of the problem or the issue that you have a problem with. And so that's just something to marinate on, man. Like, you know, people come up to me and try to start whole conversations about artists that like, you know, that they don't feel, and, you know, and if they trying to see if I feel the same way. And sometimes I do. But man, I'm not one to waste a whole lot of time about people I think are whack or like just trash. You know what I mean? Like, why are we talking about trash? You know what I'm saying? It's so much dope shit out here in the world. Like, why are we talking about the trash is out here? Why are we giving that more light and more shine than it deserves? You feel me? So, like, I just really want y'all to think about that. And I really want y'all to think about, like, and it ain't about me. You know, let's be real clear, because I'm gonna be all right regardless. With the amount of people who know about my music worldwide, right, compared to the number of people who actually support my music, right? Let's really get into it. Like the number of people who actually know about me, because right now Nujabes literally on Spotify has over 200,000 listeners worldwide. All of those people likely have at least seen my name. So right there, you know what I mean? That's almost 250,000 people who know of my existence. But I can tell you flat out, right? My numbers in comparison to his are like they're dwarfed by his, right? And so that means that there's this whole group of people who at least know of my existence. But then there's also a lot of them who I promise you are having conversations about like the trash music out here. And they know of my existence, or more importantly, they know of other artists who they love and maybe love way more than me. And the question is, how much time do they spend talking about those actual artists and promoting those artists that they love to the people that they spend time with? You know what I mean? Like, really, really think about that. Like my boy Shamark, the one whose call I missed, who's up in here now, you know, most of our time is spent putting each other on to dope shit, like stuff that we like. Like, dude, you heard blah, blah, blah. This is crazy. Like if an album come out and it's trash, we're not about to have hour-long conversations about how this record is trash. It's just like, man, you heard that such and such? Yeah, I ain't feeling that joint. Man, me either, man. But that other joint, that blah, blah, blah. Oh, I know. It's crazy, right? Yeah, man. And then the next thing you know, an hour plus, you know what I'm saying, talking about that dope thing or other things that's dope like it. Like, I'm not about to waste my breath talking about how bad something is, man. Like, that's ridiculous. It's like this. And this is the last thing I'm going to say about it. Like, so there was one point in time when my wife, she was working a job that was stressing her out and she really didn't like. And, you know, and when she would come home, you know, she was kind of venting to me, or we'd be in the car and she'd be venting about different things that was going on. And one day I was just like, you know, I was like, so what you gonna do about it? You know? And she was like, what you mean? Because sometimes what we're all guilty of is like we complain for the sake of complaining, right? Without actually looking for solutions. We just sometimes we like to hear ourselves talk, or we just vent, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. It's healthy. But it becomes unhealthy when you're doing it on a regular basis without actually seeking a solution for the problem. Because all problems have a solution. You just haven't found it yet. It might feel like there's no solution for that problem, but there's always a solution. It's just how much you are willing to apply it yourself to get to that solution. And so anyway, I basically said to her, I was like, so what you gonna do? What's the plan? And then she got quiet because she didn't really have one at the time. But eventually, enough of that, like me saying that to her, she figured out it was time for her to go. You know what I mean? And I made some suggestions, but ultimately she had to do the work. And when she did the work, she found herself to be a lot happier, found other opportunities, and she made it happen. You know what I mean? And so, like, the same is true of music. I see people complain about bad music all the time, and they act as though there is no good music out here in the world. And it's just like, and I've even seen instances of people saying the same thing about movies and so on and so forth. In every one of these moments, when someone presents that to me, the first thing I do is ask them what type of stuff they're into, and then I literally proceed to give them a list of things that are dope. And what I find is, even in those moments, the people who love to complain will still be like, yeah, but nah, the point is, I'm like, nah, the point is, you are talking about this bad stuff out here, right? And it ain't no blah, blah, blah. And then I told you otherwise. I told you that it was some good stuff, right? And I told you where to find it. And even in that moment, you still chose to focus on the negative. There's something wrong in your spirit. There's something wrong with you, man. Like, that's all I can tell you. So look, church over. Let me go ahead and get back to it. Get back to this music. So yeah, so I played the songs for you. Had all that going on. I think maybe it's time to play something. I'll give you a sample of something else. So let me give you another sample of the instrumental album. How about that? Yeah, let's do that. All right, so I got man, it's like I'm debating what track to play. All right, so look, the homie Marcus Jackson was up in here a few minutes ago, and actually commented at one point. He's the brother who plays xylophone, marimba, and vibraphone on the album, like on 3 different songs he plays on there. And so I'm gonna play the song that was on in the very beginning. That was him playing when this whole video started. That's a song called Effortless, which is available on all streaming platforms right now. All right, that's the second single from The Garden. But right now, I'm gonna play a little bit of a song called The Haunting. All right, give him a sample of CK. Look, hey Sherm, I want to, but like if I play C King, I'm gonna just play stuff that's out, because I don't want to play a sample of stuff of his that I got that we don't know if it's ever coming out, because there's no point in me playing stuff that they're never going to be able to get. You know what I mean? Especially if he ain't trying to do nothing with it. So when he gives me the call and says, "Young, let's put that project out," I'll be playing that joint every week, getting everybody hyped for it, getting this dude the fans he deserves, because he's amazing. For those of you who don't know, C King is the brother who raps on my song MLK on my album. I have like a full EP that dude did, and it's amazing, but I don't know if it's ever going to see the light of day. I'm just waiting for him to make a decision so we can move forward. But yeah, here we go. This song right here, though, the song's called The Haunting. It's just an instrumental. It's from the instrumental album. Here we go. Let me start that again. All right, here we go. And after this, we're going to wrap it up for the night. You know what I mean? So if you got any more questions, go ahead and you can start asking those and I'll get to it. The Haunting, featuring Malcolm Jackson. Malcolm killed it, though. Native Son, thank you. Yeah. I ain't. So yeah. A little blurry. Hold up. And wait for it. And it's not gonna fix. There we go. All right. So yeah, man, that was another track from The Garden. I hope you guys like what you've heard so far, man. Thank y'all, man. Like, the record is I really feel like this is kind of going to open a lot of people's eyes to, just give them a clear picture of, like, just my skill level, not just as a MC, but as a producer as well, just as a musician. I've been playing samples for people, man, and for those of you who missed it, I had A1 live here in the studio 2 weeks ago. And I was playing it for him, and I know, like, I believe, like, I listened to it, and by my standards, I believe it's a good project, you know. But still, you never know how other people are going to respond to it. And so just people's response, man, has been crazy. Like, so I should have dropped it on 420. Yeah, look, it was going to drop a week before 420. I mean, a week after 420. Close enough. But hey, you got two songs you can smoke to. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 out there for you already. Enjoy those. But yeah, man, like, but when I played it for the brother, man, his response to my production was like a lot of people's response to what I've been playing for him has really kind of surpassed what I really expected from people. I expected a lot of people like, oh, that's cool. But like people are really, I almost feel like some of the people I played it for are more excited than I am. You know what I mean? And it's been both fans and like, you know, some of my partners in music and stuff like that. Like I remember when I sent the track to Uyama, man, like this dude's an amazing musician. He's a very accomplished musician. And just his excitement, like when he heard the track, like, and all the good stuff he had to say about it, like, man, that did a lot for my spirit. Like, you know, really, man, like it's dope to see like so many people really, really excited for this project. I was kicking it with the homie Natural. My man Natural is a really, really dope visual artist who currently has a contract with Puma designing sneakers for them, and amongst other amazing things he's doing in the area and worldwide. And that dude, like when I played the track for him, he told me flat out, he was like, yo, when you told me you was doing an instrumental album, I was like, oh, all right, cool. Just like real, like nonchalant with it. He was like, bro, but like after you played some of it for me, he was like, now I'm like, damn, bro, like I'm really excited, you know what I mean? And it's just like that, man, it feels good. It feels good to see people like, you know, and then with the pre-orders and then the responses to the 2 singles. And the wild thing is, man, is as good as I feel like those singles are, and that's part of the reason why I put them out. Like when I tell you that they're cool, but they ain't got nothing. They ain't got nothing on some of the stuff that's on this record, man. Like nothing. I damn near one. I think I tell you what, cause y'all a little quiet. If I get like comments from at least 4 different people right now, I will play a sample of the track with Marcus D. All right, but if I don't get any comments from at least 4 different people in the next minute or whatever, then I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna wrap it up for the night. But I feel like, you know what I mean, like for y'all, man, I want to play another joint or whatever. I'm real tempted to play another joint, but I just want to make sure y'all still with me. So we got 1. We just need 3 more comments. And I got you. All right. So, you know, and again, if y'all got questions, go ahead and hit me with those at any point, you know. So that's 2. That's 2. All right. We need 2 more. Like I said, I'm just making sure people still. Oh, here we go. Everybody. All right. There, you know what I'm saying? There we go. All right. Bet. I got you. So here we go. Let's get another track, shall we? So this track that I'm about to play for y'all, for those of you who watched the Facebook Live joint, y'all heard early mixes of this particular song. But this is the final mix. And again, this track is produced by me. Features Marcus D on piano. He also plays a little bit of Moog on it. And it also features his bassist, my man Gerson, who's amazing. So, yeah, and the track is called Nostalgia. All right? There we go. One for the road. Yeah, they are, Sharon. Man, they're not supporters, they're sub-porters. Shout out to Marcus. That's Gerson on guitar. Nah, I ain't gonna play the whole joint for y'all, man. So, Andrew, man, thank you for tuning in. So Andrew said he doesn't stay on the internet, but if he had one place to follow me, what's the best way? So I would say the mailing list is the best, probably the best way to follow me. So I'm gonna give you a link so you can sign up for my mailing list. Just make sure that whatever email you provide for the mailing list is one that you actually check pretty frequently. I try to send out at least one blast a week. Sometimes it slows up and maybe like you'll get like 1 or 2, like you'll get like maybe 2 in a month on bare minimum. But definitely the mailing list is the best way to follow me, because you know all of this social media stuff, man, it come and goes. So like 1 second, you know, like for instance, for those of you who've been on this, been online as long as I have or whatever, I'm sure you remember the MySpace days, and I tell that as a cautionary tale to a lot of my clients for my company, Substantial Art and Music, when we consult. And one of the things I tell them is like, man, there's nothing more important than basically building your email list. So Andrew, here you go. Here you go. So that right there is the place where you can sign up for my mailing list. So the reason why that's the best place to sign up again is because if Facebook just disappeared, you can still get those emails. If Instagram suddenly faded into obscurity, you can still get those emails. You know what I mean? So for those of you who are recording artists and entertainers or whatever field you work in and you run a business, email is always the best way to stay connected to the people, because all of the social media stuff, you know, for instance, Facebook started having something didn't work with the link. So what you got to do, good night. So what you got to do, Andrew, is take that whole link and copy and paste it. So copy and paste the whole joint, substantialfanbridge.com. Copy that, and then it should work for you. Hold on, I'm gonna double check on my end, make sure I'm not crazy. Bang. And it should give you a page. Yes, baby. Yes. Oh, what the how I made it a ringer on the. Oh yeah, they don't care. I mean, when it comes out, they can make it a ringer if they want. She wanted me to tell y'all how like I basically took one of the instrumentals and made it a ringer on my phone.
The one that you just listened to.
It actually wasn't the one that y'all were just listening. She thought it was, but it was it was a different beat. It was the Phonina beat.
Oh yeah, I was thinking it was.
All right, say peace to them. Say good night, because you gotta go.
People.
All right, so I'm say this little substantial. Nah, that's big serenity. You know what I'm saying? It's only one substantial.
I will come for you.
You're right. Good night, baby. All right, good night. See what I gotta do with? See what I gotta do with? So yeah, man. But yeah, again, email is always the best way to follow me. So if you're not on my mailing list, please make sure you get on there. And then just make sure too that because some of the stuff will go to spam depending on like, you know, like what it's about, because it's like new music, blah blah blah, you know, all of that. But yeah, man, just make sure you know, if you don't hear anything from me for a couple of weeks, check your spam. Make sure you're getting those messages. It's a lot of good information in there. All right. And so on that note, fellas and ladies, if there are that are watching, any that are watching, peace to y'all. Y'all have a good night, man. I appreciate the support. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please do so. I'm still running this low budget setup or whatever, where it's just running off my phone, but the intention is to basically to get a different little system set up so I can basically put certain images on the screen for y'all and make it a little more high tech. So that is in the works. And the last thing too, man, if any of you knows, if any of you know of a someone who does video production, or you are a person who does video production, and you're in the DMV area, if you're looking to collaborate, please reach out. Because now that I'm doing more production these days, I'm definitely looking to partner with some video people to do production on different projects they're working on, and more importantly, hopefully be able to barter with them to help with some of the stuff I need video work on. So get the word out. You know what I mean? If you know some people who are fans of mine and looking to work, because I'll tell you flat out, I don't mind paying people to do business with them, but I'd rather pay people who support me. So if you're a fan and you happen to work in that field and you want to collaborate, let's do that. I actually don't live in NY, but NY is only 4 hours away. So I'm down to make a trip, and if you're down to make a trip, that ain't nothing for me to pay for some bus tickets, man. Like, so I've done it before. Like, I paid one video dude, I paid for his flight from Colorado to come out here and do work with me like 3 times. So it ain't nothing to pay for like a bus trip from NYC. You know what I'm saying? But again, you look in the barter, you do great video work, and we can collaborate, and you need music for some of the stuff you're working on, like original music. Don't have to worry about sample clearance, and don't have to worry about paying up front to get the music in the stuff you're doing, and you want to collab. Let's talk. All right. Again, I'm always looking to work with the people who support me, rather than reaching out to people who really don't know what I'm about or know what I do, and got to deal with a whole bunch of stuff I ain't really feeling anyway. You feel me? So on that note, peace to y'all. Good night, man. God bless y'all. Love y'all. All right. I'm out. Eventually I'm out. Now I'm out. For real this time.